Good morning, students. I am A.K. Jha. Today I am going to explain male reproductive system in human being. We all know that human is unisexual, that is, male sex organ found in the body of male and female sex organ is found in the body of female. And human is sexually dimorphic. Sexual dimorphism is a phenomenon in which male and female can be distinguished externally. In human being, male and female can be distinguished externally, so human shows sexual dimorphism. Male sex organ found in the body of male and female sex organ found in the body of female. So firstly we study male sex organ, then we study female sex organ. First of all, puberty. Puberty is a period when human being becomes sexually mature. In male, it is about 14 to 16 years. What is the characteristics of puberty? At puberty, human is able to reproduce, their sexual organ becomes developed, and all the secondary sexual characters are developing. What are the secondary sexual characters? First main secondary sexual character is a start of formation of sperm, that is spermatogenesis. Other secondary sexual characters are formation of mustache and beard, formation of armpit hair, pubic hair, chest becomes broadens, and arms becomes stronger, muscles becomes stronger, and formation of Adam's apple, voice becomes deeper. These are the secondary sexual characters which develops during puberty. And now we study the male sex organs. What are the male sex organs and what are the organs which helps in the reproduction in male? Here is the figure of male sex organs. Testes, there are one pair test present outside the body in a fold of skin called a scrotal sac or a scrotum. So testes are the main male reproductive organ where sperms are produced. How sperms are produced we study later. From testis a network of tube arise which is called epididymis. Here is both testis and this is epididymis. Epididymis is the network of tube. From epididymis a duct arises which is called vas deferens. From both the testis, vas deferens arises. This vas deferens, and vas deferens passes through a canal called inguinal canal. Now this vas deferens opens into urethra. Before the opening of urethra, one pair seminal vesicle opens into vas deferens. Corpus gland also opens into urethra, and prostate gland also opens into vas deferens, and this urethra found inside the penis. Here is the penis, and the tip of penis is called glans prepuce, and opening is called urinogenital aperture because from this aperture both urine as well as semen liberates out. Here is urinary bladder. It is a part of excretory organ in male. Excretion occurs through kidney where blood is filtered from urine, and urine comes from both the kidney into urinary bladder by ureter. The ureter from kidney. This ureter opens into urinary bladder, and urinary bladder also opens out through urethra. Now, how sperms are produced and how it passes out in the genital tract of female. Each testis is made up of thousands of seminiferous tubules. Each seminiferous tubule has an internal lining of germinal epithelium. In germinal epithelial cells, meiosis cell division occurs. Due to meiosis cell division in germinal epithelial cells of seminiferous tubules of testis, sperms are produced. Because in meiosis cell division, each cell divides to form 4 daughter cells, and each daughter cell having chromosome number half as that in parent cell. In male and female, 46 chromosomes are found, and the gametes contain 23 chromosomes, and chromosome number becomes half in the process of meiosis cell division. The process of formation of sperm is called spermatogenesis. In spermatogenesis, meiosis cell division occurs, and these sperms comes in network of tube called epididymis. The upper portion of epididymis is called caput epididymis. Middle portion is called corpus epididymis, and the lower portion is called cauda epididymis. So from epididymis, a sperm comes in vas deferens. Here, seminal vesicle secretes fluid. This fluid provides nutrient to the developing sperm, and prostate gland also secretes some fluid. This fluid gives liquidity to the sperms, which helps in flow in sperm. Sperm together with fluid from prostate gland and seminal vesicle is called semen. Now semen comes in urethra, and Cowper's gland secrete some lubricating substance which helps in lubrication of penis. So during sexual intercourse, that is mating or copulation, male liberates their semen in the genital tract of female. Now, what are the role of hormones in the spermatogenesis, in the development of secondary sexual characters? First of all, hypothalamus of brain secretes follicle stimulating hormone. This follicle stimulating hormone stimulates testis to secrete male sex hormone testosterone. The testis is stimulated by follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone of pituitary, and pituitary gland is stimulated by the releasing factor from hypothalamus. Hypothalamus secretes follicle stimulating hormone releasing factor. This follicle stimulating hormone releasing factor from hypothalamus stimulates pituitary, and when pituitary gland is stimulated, then it secretes follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. This follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone diffuses in blood, comes in testis, and testis stimulates to secrete testosterone. This testosterone stimulates the process of spermatogenesis and also helps in development of secondary sexual characters. That means overall control of sex organs are of brain, and brain control the sexual characteristics of male by secretion of their hormones, From hypothalamus, hypothalamus secretes releasing factor, that is follicle stimulating hormone releasing factor. This follicle stimulating hormone releasing factor stimulates pituitary gland to secrete follicle stimulating hormone. The name of releasing factor of hypothalamus is gonadotropic hormone releasing factor. Follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone together called gonadotropin, because testes and ovary both together called gonads. Male gonads are testes and female gonads are ovary. So hypothalamus secretes gonadotropin hormone releasing factor. Then pituitary secretes follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. By the action of this follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, the testis is stimulated and it secretes the male sex hormone testosterone. Now testosterone, due to action of testosterone, testis start the formation of sperms, that is spermatogenesis occurs. Now from testis, sperm comes in epididymis. Epididymis is the network of tube. From the epididymis, the sperms comes in vas deferens. From each testis, a duct arises which is called vas deferens. From vas deferens, sperms comes in urethra, and before the opening of in urethra, two glands, that is seminal vesicle and prostate gland, secretes their secretion in the duct, and the secretion of prostate gland and seminal vesicle together with sperm is called semen, and semen passes through the urethra, and during mating, male eject their semen into the genital tract of female. In this way, male reproductive system completes. So these are the male reproductive organ, and testis, here is the testis. Main function of testis is spermatogenesis. Now testis present in scrotal sac or scrotum. See, once again all the parts were named here. Ureter from kidney, these are the two ureters which comes from each kidney, and they are organs of excretion, excretory organ. Now urinary bladder. In urinary bladder, urine is stored for some time during excretion. Here is seminal vesicle. There are one pair of seminal vesicle which opens into vas deferens. Prostate gland opens into vas deferens. Now in urethra, Cowper's gland also opens. Cowper's gland secretes some lubricating substance which gives lubrication during copulation. Vas deferens, we all know that vas deferens is a duct arises from testis, and epididymis is the network of tube. Caput epididymis, corpus epididymis, and cauda epididymis. Here is the connection of testis with a scrotal sac. This connection is called juvernaculium. Juvernaculium is the connection of testis with a scrotal sac. Here is the scrotum and urinogenital opening. This is the urinogenital opening. Through this opening, both semen and sperm liberates out. And this structure is called penis. Penis is the external genital organ of male, which helps in intercourse, mating, and ejection of sperm inside the genital tract of female, and also helps in liberation of urine outside the body. Tip of penis is called glans penis or glans prepuce. Here is testis, urethra, and the cavity is called ampulla. In this way, whole structure of male genital organ is depicted here. and how sperms are produced in male, how it is transferred from male to female. In next class, we study the female reproductive organs.